Hi, everyone. Judge Andrew Napolitano here for Judging Freedom. Today is Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. It's about 12:20 in the afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. I'm shaking my head at the more stories of tragedy that we hear out of the killing in Uvalde. You probably all know my opinion on this, and that is that the teachers and the staff ought to have been armed and the police ought to have been competent. We now know that people died because the police took so long to storm the school. We know that the police either made catastrophic errors in judgment or they were afraid to do their job. We know that the killer wasn't killed until the feds stormed the school. The feds have nothing to do with keeping schools safe, but they happen to be there because there is a local headquarters of the Border Patrol just a couple of miles from that school. And the Border Patrol has access to 911 calls and to police emergency calls. There were 80 Border Patrol agents there, a lot more than there were local police. And the Border Patrol came ready, willing, able, armed, and equipped to storm the school. And then the door was locked. The murderer was locked inside, and the police were locked outside. If the police had stormed the school earlier, two of these little babies, one of whom called 911 7 times from her classroom, surrounded by terror, fear, and carnage, two of these little children would have lived because they would not have bled to death. When you're shot, you die usually because of loss of blood. Sometimes you die because essential organs can't work if you're shot in the chest. But where these two little children were shot, they would have lived had they gotten to a hospital within a half an hour. Instead, by the time the police got in there, it was 40 minutes and it was too late. Obviously, this will lead to civil litigation in the courts in Texas. But it needs to lead to more than that. It needs to lead to a society where we can protect ourselves. In front of this school was that sign. You are entering a gun-free school zone. That's crazy. That's inviting crazy people to come in and shoot like they're shooting fish in a barrel. Judging Freedom posted a sign that my producer found in front of another Texas school. And the wording was to the effect of, the children in this school are protected by armed guards who won't hesitate to use their weapons. So stay the hell out. That's the type of sign that should have been there. And it should have been true and accurate. Maybe not a 72-year-old grandmother librarian, but certainly a 35-year-old gym teacher, perhaps ex-military, trained, armed, and courageous enough to risk his own life to save the children. None of that happened. By the time the feds got there, this kid was barricaded. They were able to break through the barricade and take him out with one shot. That should have happened an hour earlier. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.